It stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and now I would like to ask Judge Mantuz to come forward and swear in three of our new commissioners.
And Tim's virtual.
And Tim is virtual, so it'll be Deb Bowser, Ken Schaefer, and Travis Warren.
Where's Tim seeing all that?
He's on the owl.
He's on the owl.
So where for picture
I would do
taking
it right out
purposes,
there.
yeah.
Yep, we'll have them come on out over here. And Tim can see you from there,
Oh, good.
so you're good.
I like that. Where? Yes.
Are we still standing?
It is very nice.
Oh, no. What we'll do is, since everybody wants to take pictures, usually what happens when it's a picture event and you're standing there with your hand up and you're trying to remember to repeat words after me, they take pictures and your lips are moving and your eyes are like glazed over, like I'm trying to remember what he said. So they can take pictures. Everybody just raise your right hand and smile and look at me. Then they can take, of course, cell phones, you don't hear them click anymore. You don't see much flash, so they're pretty good. All right, okay, good. So we'll go through, we'll read this. We'll first start off with, you guys repeat your name, and then I'll go through and I'll do a few words at a time until you guys can get that. So once again, if you raise your right hand and state your name.
Travis Warren, Ken Schaefer.
Deb Bowser.
Do solemnly swear that I will support, protect and defend
Protect and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and the Constitution of the State of Montana,
and that I will discharge my duties
and that I will discharge my duties
of my office
of my office
of the City of Lewistown City Commission
of the City of Lewistown City Commission
with fidelity,
with fidelity,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll have each of you guys sign your papers.
Here's the blue pen.
Come on, we're the Army, that's the one that I heard the Army.
There, wherever they want to go.
Ken, we'll have you sign.
Here's another pen.
And here's another one.
Yeah, that Travis.
Blue.
Hey, Tim, I'll get you to sign when you get back to the warm country.
I'm with you. Great.
Sounds good. Just call me up at the office, let me know, we'll hook up.
Got it.
Pick it up for me and take it to
We could probably, he could just sign it and then bring it up to me.
you. Okay, that'll be perfect. Okay, thank you very much, Judge.
Judge, it's like you've done this before.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're not gonna sit.
Please be seated.
I have Tim's.
Oh, do you have this one too?
Yeah, he did, because he was only, he, filled a vacant term and then he ran again for a full term.
So, yeah,
Yep.
do we have Judge sign this one?
He said he'd sign it once Tim brought it to him.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right,
Do all that wonderful stuff.
fine. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the roll call. Commissioner Bowser.
Here.
Commissioner Bueller. Here. Commissioner Day.
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Here.
Commissioner Robertson.
Here.
Commissioner Shaver.
Here.
Commissioner Warren.
Here.
Okay, and now I would like to open the floor for nominations for chairman. I'm looking for nominations for chairman for the 2026 calendar year.
I'd like to make,
Okay,
Let's start with Tim.
Tim.
I was going to make a motion to elect Chairman Lorraine Day and Vice Chair Danny Bueller.
I second it.
Any more nominations? Any more nominations? Did either one of you have any? Nope, you're good, okay. All right, I am now going to ask for everyone that is in favor of Commissioner Day being the chairman and Commissioner Bueller being the vice chairman to please raise your right hand. Commissioner Robertson, you can say aye.
Look right behind you. I'm raising my right hand at you.
Perfect, thank you. Unanimous, and now I'm going to turn the meeting over to Commissioner Day to go ahead for the election. Oh, we already have a vice chairman. You go right into the minutes.
Awesome, thank you. So approval of the minutes for December 15, 2025.
I have a few edits.
I have a few, but I have one more page to.
Okay,
I just
I
received
do
it.
want to bring attention, that was brought to my attention. In the city manager report, it discusses the sewer rates. And I think that I need to change that to better explain that the base rate charge will increase 25 cents per EDU to $20. So it looks like it went from 25 cents to $20. So I will,
You
reword
think that's
that.
a little too much?
I think so.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, so I think I better reword that a little bit, and I will bring it back, before we get it signed to make sure everybody's okay with that, if everybody's okay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And can I turn in my corrections at the end? Is that okay? Okay, awesome. Alrighty, for courtesies, we have none. Proclamations, we have none. We'll move on to the board and commission reports. And we'll begin with Commissioner Hewitt.
I got a quick phone call from Brian, the manager up at the airport, and we are going to probably not have a meeting until Friday. And it will possibly be at 3 o'clock, he will let me know. It'll be this Friday.
Thank you. Okay, and Commissioner Bueller?
The library board met December 17th before the year was out. It was a pretty quick meeting to discuss some upcoming schedule changes that have happened. But also, let me go to the page that I want. Make sure I'm not missing anything. The chili bowl has been set for, I believe it's Friday,
Thursday.
the 15th. Yes, okay. I'm glad everybody's here. So the Chili Bowl, which is an annual fundraiser put on by the Friends of the Library, will be Thursday, January 15th. There's lots of fun things happening at the library. The story walk has just changed to the Mitten. So if you want to read a fun book and you're on the trail, because we have such lovely weather, that is now changed. And besides that shift in the schedule, nothing else. I still believe they're working on filling the open position currently at the library. So,
Thank you. Commissioner Robertson, do you have anything to report?
I have nothing to report.
Awesome. And then I did receive just a report from Commissioner Spica, our past commissioner, and just that everything with Snowy Mountain Development Corp, they'll have their next meeting in January. Okay, alrighty, we'll move on then to the city manager report.
Yes, so you do have a new format, for the city manager report. It's more of a newsletter, so welcome to 2026, welcome to the new commissioners. We've been receiving a ton of phone calls in the city office regarding a $2 annual fee, on everyone's water bills. This is a DEQ fee that we are required to put on the bill. It's an annual fee that began in 1991 after the legislature voted it in. And it does, basically, it's a pass-through to DEQ. It's a fee we send off to DEQ. And it's in support of the public water supply program. And they are responsible for sampling, monitoring, doing inspections, providing technical assistance and training to the certified operators. And so if you get any questions on that, that's what that $2 fee is. It's just in January of each year. Again, and we touched on it briefly, sewer rates, those show up on the water bills in February. And I can provide sewer ordinances if anybody would like to see those. And then just a little sidebar, we are in the middle of sewer averaging, and that is how we set our water and sewer bills. And so sewer rates for the year for residential properties. So we will plan on doing a committee of the whole on how we set those at a later date. Then there's a whole section on the community events. There's always lots of activities in Lewistown. Great places to find that information include Enjoy Lewistown and Hidden Montana, but I'd like to highlight a few of them that are happening in and around. So the next 2 weekends, there's hockey tournaments at the ice skating rink. It brings a great number of folks into our community and always a fun time. As Commissioner Bueller pointed out, the Chili Bowl is a great event. And this year it's part of Winter Fair, so it'll be on Thursday evening. Chili is served at 6 and the trivia starts at 7. That's at the Trade Center. And then that same weekend, as I just touched on, is Winter Fair. So that is the 15th through the 18th. Tons and tons of events. And most of those are happening at the fairgrounds. There's a great website for all of the details on that. Winter is a very busy time at the Civic Center. They are just a bustle of activity. The 4-on-4 basketball starts very soon. Tonight and tomorrow is bow hunters sign up. And the best way to find out what's going on at the Civic Center is check out their schedule. She posts it every week on their Facebook page, and you can find them at Lewistown Park and Recreation. Then some project updates. We have had lots of communication with DEQ recently. The biosolids, which is the solid composting, used to be how we disposed of our biosolids. The commission last fall chose to move away from composting and go with a filter press to dry the solids, and then we can dispose of them, land apply them at the airport. So right now we're working with our engineers, which is Robert Pesa and Associates, to do a project. They're also helping us communicate with DEQ, and we're required semi-annual reports to them. And so the last one was December, the end of December, and so that is also attached as item 1 to this report. On the wastewater side of things, in November, we submitted a compliance plan to DEQ. They did have some questions, and so we responded to that as well. So that response is item number 2. Just a little note that construction is continuing at the wastewater plant. The plan is to have that wrapped up by February, and then in order to be fully compliant with DEQ, we need 12 consecutive months of compliance. And so our target goal, we didn't want to try it during construction because you have a lot of kind of different ways of handling the processes down there. So our compliance schedule would be February of 2027. Then as far as financial withholdings, I did reach out to the Department of Administration. I was told that we have demonstrated that we've implemented corrective measures to their satisfaction and resolve this, and are doing those corrective measures to resolve the significant repeat findings. So they were going to forward a recommendation to the Department of Administration's Executive Committee to lift those. So I should know shortly, and I'm guessing we'll all receive letters once that action has occurred. We continue to work on the dam permits. So the city of Lewistown operates 4 high hazard flood control dams. Those are Big Sino, Hanson, Pike Creek, and East Fork. And we work with DNRC to get those permitted. We do annual maintenance, and every 5 years we do more in-depth inspections on that, which occurred last year. So we have recently forwarded all of those inspections and reports to DNRC. They found those to be sufficient, and we're working on getting those permits renewed. In order to do that, we have to do some updating and reviewing of our operating and maintenance procedures, as well as our emergency action plans for all of those dams. And so that's what Public Works is currently working on. I believe they have 45 days. Pretty much that deadline was December of last year. So they have about a month and a half to get that into them. And then our audit, recently we did submit our annual financial report to the Department of Administration. That is a requirement that we do by the end of the year. You can see kind of what's encompassed in there, but it is, you know, a basic financial statement for the city. And then our auditors will be in to do the audit for last fiscal year in February. On the second page is employment updates. The current positions we have open are listed here, and they include Public Works Director, police officers. We're looking for 2 of those, dispatcher, which is also called a communication officer, street worker, a recreation specialist, and an office clerk. All of those are listed on our website or through job service. You can also pick up applications at the city office or find them on our website. And then we do have an on-call list of temporary street helpers. Those are the folks that are helping us plow. We have approximately 9 individuals that have indicated that they'd be willing to help us with that. And so Public Works is in the process of training those folks now. That would be during a snow emergency. We could operate with 2 crews and not overwhelm our existing staff. We also have recently wrapped up interviews for police officers and dispatchers. We do have a couple contingent offers out there. And then background checks, especially for those dispatch and police officer positions, are quite extensive and may take some time. So we do have an officer still in the background process. The library also has completed their first round of interviews for a librarian position. And then some of the upcoming positions we have is a seasonal trail specialist. So this is our trails coordinator. Again, primarily a seasonal position, working this summer schedule. And that will come out probably in the next month or so. Temporary on-call, those plow helpers, we will continue to accept applications on that. Again, it is an on-call position. So the individuals that have said that they were interested are just letting us know when they would be available, and then we can text them and say, hey, we're needing 2 drivers for these shifts, and they aren't committed, but would have an opportunity to come in and help us and be paid for those positions. And then, as crazy as it is, because we haven't even had winter yet, we're already looking at hiring pool staff. We typically start that in March, and so that's just around the corner as well. So that's what I have. Again, that correspondence from DEQ is also attached.
Thank you. That was a very thorough report.
You're welcome. And I do intend on putting those reports on our website as well. Thanks.
Thank you. We'll move on to public comment. So this is for public comment regarding non-agenda items. Any public comment? Yes.
Yeah, Ron Roots, 220 West Montana Street. Towards the end of my career as a city commissioner, we had talked about having a committee to kind of go over some of the different codes and statutes. As a citizen, I would be available to be on that as a citizen's advocate if you would choose to have it.
Thank you so much. Okay, any other public comment? Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda. So this is for acknowledgement of the claims that have been paid from December 12th of last year to December 31st of last year. Does anyone have any questions? I have one. There was a towing fee on there. Was that from like code enforcement with cars that are not parked, or? I was wondering if that was, I know we discussed that as being like a,
I believe it was for a police investigation.
Which item is it?
it is on page 10. It's, Hanson's record, 58329. It's under the police budget department there, but I didn't know if that was like regarding the code enforcement tow or.
I think that was a disabled vehicle that had to be moved. I can double check the date on that, but if my memory serves, that there was a vehicle that had an accident on Main Street that totally disabled, had to be pulled out of there, so.
No, this was on the 26th
That's the 26th.
of December is when this one that she's referring to right here.
I think that's.
So no, not that one.
There was one on our street, that Hansard's was, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
A Dodge Nitro?
Oh, no, maybe not. December 26th is when it was done, so I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that accident.
Okay.
Which is no problem.
I was just curious if it was like a consequence of,
Parking.
yes,
Our parking stuff.
I can get you some more detail on that, Commissioner Dave. So I'll make a note and get back to you.
I move we approve the claims that have been paid from December 12th to December 31st of 2025.
Second.
we have a motion from Commissioner Bueller and a second from Commissioner Shaver. Any other questions regarding the consent agenda? Okay, we do a roll call vote or just all?
All in
Okay.
favor?
Okay, all in favor, raise your right hand. Okay, passed. So question on that, going back to our discussion that we had earlier regarding motions on the table. Should the information that is requested be pulled out of that after a motion is made, or is it okay to ask questions?
It's fact finding, so it'd be before.
Before, okay.
Because if the answer was not liked, they could actually say, we'd like to table it for.
All right, we'll move on to our regular agenda this evening. Item number 1 is discussion and action on reappointing commissioners to the following boards: Airport, Library, Park and Recreation, Lewistown Fergus City County Health Board, and City County Planning, Central Montana Foundation, Central Montana 911, and Snowy Mountain Development Corporation. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yep, so included in your packet is a brief description of all of those boards, as well as their regular meeting times. And we can go over that, briefly if you would like. And then, I would suggest that you go around and ask the commission, possibly by tenure on the board or something like that, if they have a existing board, if they're interested in maintaining that or would like an opportunity to serve on a different board. But we'll go ahead and head down the list. So the first board is the Snowy Mountain Development Corporation Board. So they serve a 6-county area, and that's comprised of Fergus County, Judith Basin, Wheatland, Petroleum, Muscle Shell, and Golden Valley. The city is a founding member of Snowy Mountain Development, and so we have had a seat on their board as well as Fergus County for a long, long time, and members of the both cities and counties that are represented there. So it's a large board. They regularly meet the third Wednesday of every other month. Those meetings are held at Snowy Mountain Development at 10 a.m. The City County Planning Board, you'll see I say for a bit longer, we are working on restructuring our planning board and going to a planning commission. But the current planning board is a city-county board that serves as the zoning commission as well as the planning board for the area, basically Lewistown and 2 miles outside of Lewistown. And so they have the power to hold public meetings, make recommendations, so they are an advisory board to the city commission on things such as zoning amendments, supplements, changes, or repeals to regulations, restrictions, boundaries to zoning districts, things like that. They will also review conditional use applications, subdivisions, and make recommendations to you guys. The library board,
One modification, they're currently meeting the third Wednesday of the month at 1 p.m. So that time is different.
the library?
Yep.
And so the city commission, is allowed to appoint 1 member of the commission to serve on that board. Again, the library board is an autonomous board, and has powers and duties given by state law as well as the MOU that they have with the city. And the Park and Recreation Board, that regularly meets the first Wednesday of the month at 6 p.m. at the Civic Center. It's a 7-member board. Again, they have powers given to them by state law, and then they have, it's actually a ordinance that has given many of them, their abilities to approve events, rules, within the parks and other recreation facilities that the city has. The airport board, again, that's a fairly autonomous board as well. The airport is jointly owned by the city of Lewistown and Fergus County. And so we appoint 2 members of a 5-member board. One is a citizen and one is a commissioner. And their responsibility is to preserve and maintain the airports and facilities, making sure it's safe and in serviceable condition, and meet the needs, the aeronautical needs of our community. They also discuss leases for aviation and non-aviation. The Central Montana Foundation, the city of Lewistown appoints 1 commissioner to that board. The foundation's mission is to use grant funds to improve the quality of life in Central Montana, and they provide donors an option to make tax-free donations to local organizations. Primarily it was for healthcare, essential services, education, civic, recreation, and cultural events or projects. And they also manage local scholarship funds. So the Central Montana 911 board, the city has several seats on that board there, but we do appoint 1 commissioner to serve on that. Again, that board oversees the state funding, the 911 funds we receive from the state of Montana. And they're utilized to maintain our enhanced 911 public safety communication system. And are currently that Central Montana 911 Center serves Fergus County, Judith Basin, and Petroleum counties, as well as those communities within it. And then the health board, so we have 2 members that regularly attend the health board meetings. We serve as liaisons to the city commission. The health board makes recommendations to the city and the county, respectively, regarding administration or acquisition, holding of property, both real and personal property, as well as enforcing local laws. Any questions on those boards?
I have a question regarding the airport board.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't realize, so it says that it's, the city appoints 2 members of the 5-member board. One is a city commissioner, who is that other?
That is how Tim is also on there, so he's on there as a citizen. And then the county has 2 members, and then they have a pilot, association member on there.
But we as a city we don't appoint that person.
Yes,
Okay.
we appoint the citizen as
The
well.
citizen as well as the
Yep.
commission.
Tim's term is not up though, so it's not an annual appointment.
Are we voting members on these boards or just sitting on?
All of those are voting
Voting
members.
Should we,
Would you wanna go
address
by
each commissioner?
longevity? You wanna do that?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
so our
We'll start with
longest one,
Commissioner Robertson.
well, our longest one would be Diana.
Oh,
She's been here the longest.
going this way.
I'm the old lead, yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it, Commissioner, you
I'll stay on the airport board.
stay on the airport board?
Yep.
All right, so I would be next.
Yep,
Okay, I would like to remain on the Park and Rec board, just to see some projects through to
and then Robertson would be next.
and then, I think it would be good.
No. He was here before.
I was here before too.
Danny Bueller was there first, wasn't she?
Okay.
That I'm for
I was
sure
gonna
on.
say,
Oh
we
my
were
God,
really
I
bad
think
with
so,
that,
but
I was on the.
That's why he has the binder.
Got the binder.
Okay.
So I would like to seek reappointment to a different board, and at this point, can I request? Okay. I was hoping to broaden my knowledge and maybe go to the Central Montana Foundation Board.
Commissioner Robertson?
I would be honored to sit on the SMDC board.
And that's just a request. All of them are requests, correct?
All requests at this time.
Okay.
Mhm. We're just looking at interest here, correct?
That's my understanding. Right, no.
Okay. All right, well then what's longevity with our new 3
You
commissioners?
pick.
So, let's
Alphabet.
start with Commissioner Bowser.
Alphabetically.
There you go.
I was gonna be the ladies first.
I always thought, Park and Rec would be good, but, you can be great in there. I thought maybe library board,
Library board?
if that works. Used to be friends of the library, and I usually go to the chili.
Oh, great. Commissioner Shaver?
Ron told me the health board is where it's at. I want to be on.
He said the health board is where it's at. Okay, and Commissioner Warren?
Central Montana 911 board.
Does that hit all of them?
Yep, so
Okay.
the only
Do you
one
wanna
that
have
we
the
have
county
not
planning?
is the city county planning board.
Actually, I'm on that one.
Oh,
And you wanna
You'd
stay
be
on it?
willing to
Well, I, until they
change?
combine, yeah,
Mine?
then
Okay.
I'm off.
That would work well.
No, we don't have anybody interested in, 2 people interested in any of the boards.
no, it looks like everyone, if everyone's happy with that, then we can use that as a motion.
I need to have a motion.
I move that the commissioners are appointed to the boards that they just recently requested.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Awesome. Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Bueller and a second from Commissioner Bowser. Any other questions regarding the boards or comments? Okay, let's do a roll call
Do you
vote.
want me to read it so everybody?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I can do that? Oh my God. So, we're reappointing airport board is Commissioner Hewitt. The library board is Commissioner Bowser. Park and Recreation will be Commissioner Day. Lewistown Fergus City County Health Board will be Commissioner Shaver, and then we have a 2 there. Will you, the city manager, continue to serve? City County Planning will be Commissioner Hewitt. Central Montana Foundation will be Commissioner Bueller. Central Montana 911 will be Commissioner Warren, and Snowy Mountain Development Corporation will be Commissioner Robertson. All right. Okay. Commissioner Bowser.
What do we say?
You need to vote.
I'm voting, I'm
Oh,
taking the aye or nay.
Aye. Sorry.
What do you want me to
Commissioner Bueller.
say? Aye.
Commissioner Day.
I,
Commissioner Hewitt.
Aye.
Commissioner Robertson.
Aye.
Commissioner Shaver.
Aye.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, moving on to item number 2, it's discussion and action on appointing members to committees and setting dates for regular committee meetings to be held. City manager.
So as we briefly discussed, during our training, we would like to set regular meetings for the, committees that we currently have. And, I'm going to suggest a few. There are options to have additional subcommittees established. Again, these would be a liaison to bring forward action to the commission. And so as we discussed the ordinance committee, this would be one that would discuss potential ordinance changes to the laws, things like that. And I would like our city attorney in attendance, and so both of us looked at our schedule, and we feel that Wednesday would be the best day to have that meeting. Sometime during the day would be fine. Mornings or afternoons work just fine. And we can have up to 3 to the commission, but that way we could notice it and make sure that the.
You're thinking like every third Wednesday of the month,
Something.
or is it like every Wednesday?
No, monthly, just once monthly. Again, if there was nothing to discuss, it could be canceled and noticed up accordingly. And then if we had to meet more frequently, we could also notice that. The next one is a little tweak. We had a great snow committee in the past, and so I'm proposing a public works subcommittee that could continue to work on the snow ordinance, things like that. Also help with the search for the public works director, water issues, things like that. And so, again, looking for up to 3 commissioners to sit on that. That would just be with me, so we could figure a day out that works best for those individuals and myself to set something up. And the third subcommittee that I feel would be of help is an audit committee. I think first off,
all 3 of those committees would be a monthly.
yes, that would be what I would propose. Yep. And then if there's any additional subcommittees or committees that you folks would like to see, maybe it's a good opportunity to discuss that. And we can always add them at a later date.
I feel like this is a good representation of all the issues that we've been discussing and what we have going on.
Because we're thinking public works will help cover water treatment and wastewater.
Yes.
Yes,
Biosolid, all that thing.
okay.
So, do you want to do longevity again, like feedback, is that how?
Sure could.
Okay, all right, well, Commissioner Hewitt, do you have an interest expressed in one of these committees?
Well, and I was kind of looking at the, Public Works, the subcommittee. I think I could do that.
Okay, and then for myself, then I would like to stay on the ordinance committee. Commissioner Bueller?
I'd be interested any of these committees, but I'll say audit because it hasn't been said.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Can we do more than one?
Yes, do more than one, if you have the availability in your goodness.
Hate to tell you, you're
Yeah, I was
all
gonna
gonna
say,
have to do more
if
than
we
one.
want-
Yeah, we're gonna have
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
one.
We'll go through first and then we can do
Yeah.
second committees. Commissioner Robertson?
Well, I'm already on that, have been on that snow committee. I'd be happy to continue in Public Works if you'd like. Any of them interest me, so I'm happy to volunteer to help, but Public Works is something I've already been intimately involved with, so perhaps that.
Awesome, thank you. Commissioner Bowser?
I think the ordinance committee is interesting.
Commissioner Shaver?
The audit.
And Commissioner Warren?
The Public Works.
Okay, perfect. And then it's looking like we'll need another commissioner to volunteer for the ordinance committee and also the audit committee. I would love,
I-
if you would like, oh, go ahead.
No, you go
Would you
ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, I would express interest in the audit committee as well, but
If you do that, I'd be willing to do ordinance.
And now if we can work on some dates. So like I said, ordinance Wednesdays, that is Commissioner Day, Commissioner Bowser, and Robertson. If you have some availability Wednesday, either morning or afternoon, can we come to a consensus on that?
And which Wednesday of the month?
And which Wednesday of the month? Yep.
The library board is Wednesday.
It's the third.
You said the second, or you said at 2 p.m., but,
It's actually one.
yeah, but she said 1, so.
Updated.
So it is at 1, okay. So it could be not at that time.
Yeah,
Could-
like
could-
not.
Could we do it the morning of the third Wednesday?
Yeah,
so it's for, morning of the third Wednesday.
Say 11 a.m. and we'll keep our meetings to an hour.
sounds good.
Public Works is open, to whatever works for, Commissioner Hewitt, Commissioner Robertson, and Commissioner Warren. I don't know if there's a day of the week that works better for you folks.
I'm good with anything but Wednesdays.
Okay?
Yeah, Wednesday is not a good one.
Commissioner Robertson, do you have,
Friday.
No, I'm happy to accommodate.
maybe Friday morning,
Do Friday morning?
10 a.m., 9 or 10, something like that?
Which,
9 a.m.?
9 a.m. on Friday, but which Friday? The first, second, all of them?
No. Come on.
Every Friday with donuts.
The second? Second?
Second Friday?
Second would work best for you.
Second Friday of the
Second
month.
Friday.
Second, okay, we got it.
Maybe assistant for.
Yeah.
We will send out a.
Kudos
Yes.
to you.
And then the audit committee is Commissioner Bueller, Commissioner Shaver, and Commissioner Day. Again, any day of the week work better.
Usually, like Wednesday, Thursdays are better, and audits are best in the morning.
You refresh.
Always good to look at money in the morning.
Mornings do work best for me.
We could do Thursday morning,
The HRC is on the first Thursday of the month.
and then.
Why do we do these during the day?
First and third do not work for me very well because it goes on the radio, but.
They could be after hours, it's just up to you guys.
I work, so mornings are good, either evenings.
What time, what is your schedule?
6:30 to 5-ish.
6:30 to 5 p.m.?
Or can schedule it on a lunch hour.
Thursdays at lunch?
Lunch. Audits are better with food. The lunch meeting, lunch meeting. And you're saying the third Thursday?
The third, well, if it's over the lunch hour, I can make anything work. I just have to watch the radio.
Okay.
So we're saying third Thursday at noon, straight on, or
What time is lunch?
what time?
Noon's fine.
The kids have ski days in January and February, so I may be a little squirrely the first 2 months, but anything else is fine.
It
So
might
how
take a
does-
month to get this going too.
How does that work regarding open meet, like, for example, if Commissioner Bueller was unable to attend, she would not want to send another commissioner in her stead, because then that opens the door to having that four, or, I mean, I'm just kind of in my mind playing a what if
So,
scenario.
You would.
Because we're,
No.
you don't have to have, the 3 members of the committee there
Okay.
to still do your business. Again, because the key is that you're under the quorum, so it's not technically that public meeting, again with caution, but it's an advisory role, and so the purpose is for you to discuss issues, to hone them in, to bring them to the
But
committee.
we are still going to advertise
We're
them.
going to advertise,
So
'cause
it'll be on the board in my front office there. But these are the standing dates. And if there's a cancellation, then of course we would post that as soon as we know.
And again, the purpose of having these set meetings is so that the citizens can be involved if they want to. So, Mr. Rubes out there, are you available third Wednesday of the month at 11 a.m.?
Third Wednesday,
Yeah.
1 p.m.
11.
Oh, yeah, 11's cool.
All right.
Make sure we get in that.
Yeah, doesn't have a microphone anymore, you guys.
We'll make sure you know, Ron.
That's for the ordinance committee.
So that's a perfect example where Ron's showed interest in having input, and any citizen can have input for these committees too.
Okay.
Did we just decide
We just haven't decided on a time.
third?
Yeah, Thursday at noon, third Thursday.
Third Thursday.
Third Thursday at
Sorry.
noon. Mhm.
Okay.
With food.
Yeah.
Bring your own.
Where are these at? Brewery?
We'll determine that, yeah.
Gold Spike?
Do you want me to read those back, or you got it? To read
I
it
can
back
do
and
it
give
if
a
you want me
motion?
to. Okay, so the ordinance committee will be meeting on the third Wednesday at 11 a.m. The audit committee will meet on the third Thursday at noon, and the public works committee will meet on the second Friday at 9 a.m. These meetings are to only be hopefully an hour long, and then would be able to report back to the next commission meeting. Do you want me to list who's serving on them?
Sure.
Okay, the ordinance committee, I have Commissioner Day, Commissioner Bowser, Commissioner Robertson. On the audit committee, I have Commissioner Bueller, Commissioner Shaver, and Commissioner Day. And Public Works Committee, I have Commissioner Hewitt, Commissioner Robertson, and Commissioner Warren. And I think you can appoint those. Can the chairman just appoint those committees?
Yeah. for the committees.
Yep, so,
Okay, so I appoint those committee
As
members
read.
as stated,
Yep.
as read.
perfect.
And we don't need to vote on it at all. Awesome, okay, citizen requests, moving on to citizen requests, yeah.
Yes, I'm Shane Clacken, representing the House District 37, which is Petroleum County and Curtis County. And Lewistown falls squarely in that. And one of the things that the city manager read off was audit. And after the session, got out, pretty quick after the session, received a phone call from the Department of Administration talking about funds being withheld as a result of audits. And I'm just curious, more of a fact confirmation, and And, they called us first before letting you all know, and I think that was out of order, quite frankly. But got involved and went over to, Department of Administration, talked to Ms. Deanne Giles to kind of see what's going on. I really don't know if I found out what was 100% going on, but I got a little clearer picture. So my question is, did that, a request of kind of an update, did that visit doing good? What I don't want to do is get in the way. Certainly willing to go do those kinds of things on the, you know, the community's behalf, whether it's Lewistown or whatever, Roy or wherever, just want to make sure that there's some benefit there.
I would thank you for doing that. I did not personally see any improvement with communication. Often we'd have to reach out to make sure that they received the information that we sent, find out if they had questions, things like that. And then I also followed up with them last week regarding the status of our withholdings. And it did sound like everything was okay, that they had accepted all of the information we had sent and going to forward on a recommendation to lift that withholding to an executive committee is what the Local Government Services Bureau chief said to me. So, but still in kind of a holding pattern.
Any other requests?
Can I just comment and say I would thank Representative Placken for his effort on in our behalf here. I think it really was important you did that.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to commissioners' minutes. And we'll start with Commissioner Robertson. Don't forget him at the end. Anything for your minutes tonight, Commissioner Robertson?
I simply want to welcome the new commissioners and appreciate the education session earlier. It was very good, and that's it. Thank you very much.
And thanks for being on tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be gone at the next meeting also. I'm on a long trip to visit some elderly parents.
Well, travel safe, and we will see you when we see you. Commissioner Bueller?
Again, welcome, new commissioners. We're excited to have you. And the learning was great. And because I have been a Bobcat for many years, just an update on the game, the Bobcats are winning. I doubled. Yeah.
28-14.
28-14. We're almost in the fourth. It might be a spectacular.
I'm listening to it. I want to see how it goes.
Too bad.
Commissioner Bowser?
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Shaver?
I'd like to thank everyone for being so welcoming and the education, Tyler. Thank you. Looking forward to this. It'll be a lot of fun. And I'm a lighthearted, fun-loving guy, so if I laugh a lot, don't get mad at me.
Awesome. Commissioner Warren? Commissioner Hewitt?
I just want to welcome the new commissioners and good knowledge and read what he did not have time to go over. And read your packet.
Yes.
Can I have a commissioner's minute real quick?
Yes. I'll
So,
go after you. Is that okay?
yep, that'll be fine. Just so we kind of said it before the meeting, but to clarify, I emailed commissioner packets out on Friday before the meeting. They are available for pickup in paper form at my office by noon, and anybody in my office can provide those to you. The agenda is set by 4 o'clock on the Thursday before the meeting, unless there's a different deadline with the newspaper, okay? And the next commission meeting will be on the 20th, a Tuesday. Okay, that's all I had was two. And your emails are active, and if you need help, contact the city manager. That's all I have.
Thank you. I do have a couple things. I received a couple weeks ago, kind of a via text from some citizens that have kind of formed a little group of concerns regarding the lighting. They're concerned about the large light the digital one that the fairgrounds put out as you come into town. And just, again, the town pump, lighting, and some other things that she specifically, and she just wanted to know what they can do to be involved, or can that be issues? Is that something part of our ordinance committee that they can be invited to? Okay.
Which Wednesday are we landing on?
Yeah, 11 a.m., yeah. Okay, so if I reach out to her.
Yeah, welcome her.
Okay, perfect. Comments about that. And then I loved the training tonight. I thought it was very thorough and very much appreciated. I can see a lot of time and effort went in to that, and I loved the illustrations, the memes, the points on there, very clever and really cool. So thank you so much for the time and effort that was put into training us and teaching us. Also, a welcome to our new commissioners. It's an exciting time, and also just a thank you for your confidence in sharing again, and Happy New Year, everybody. Yeah, Happy New Year, and this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
I know. You guys are meeting. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
I'll get, might be snow out there.
I'll need it.